You know, 2 years ago, I think it's today or tomorrow, was the anniversary of Operation Pitting. This was the attempt to rescue people from Afghanistan while our Foreign Secretary, Dominic Raab, lay sunning himself on a beach in Chania. And we undertook to ensure that those Afghans who had put their lives at risk to help us in our mission in Afghanistan could come to the UK under what was described then as a safe and legal route. And yet, we have so many Afghans stuck in hotels and so many trying to get across to the UK independently, eventually coming across from France in boats. There were Afghans in the boat that sank in the Channel the other day. And yet the rhetoric is always of illegal migrants from the Home Office. Johnny Mercer, the Veterans Minister, says that he wants the schemes that were set up to work better. But that's just words, isn't it? It's just words to people who have spent 2 years trying to get here, taking us at our word and recognizing that Britain is a liar, that Britain does not keep its word, that Britain doesn't know how to act honourably. Admiral Lord, who was in office until I can't remember when, has now openly accused the government of incompetence. This is extraordinary. He said that the government should pull its finger out, that we have a debt of honour, indeed we do, and that finding accommodation should not be on the wit of man. Lord Robinson, Labour peer, former head of NATO, has said that we have an obligation. Indeed we do. There are apparently 1,950 Afghans and their families who helped us, who are eligible under the Arab scheme to come to the UK in a safe and legal route, who are still stuck in Afghanistan. And this apparently, according to the Home Office, is because the Home Office wants first to clear the 8,000 Afghans stuck after 2 years in hotels. And, that's really one of the shocking things that strikes me, that we have these people who bandy around the term illegal migrants, this sort of cover-all rhetoric of illegal migration by the bigots and the thoughtless individuals, and I include Mr. Farage in that because he routinely talks about illegal migrants in hotels. But what about these Afghans who are not illegal migrants? They're here on a safe and legal route, and they're simply waiting for the Home Office to get off its backside and do some serious work, which it hasn't done. They are left in Afghan limbo, and at the same time they're being pilloried by people who are so obsessed with their anti-migrant rhetoric that they don't realise our responsibility. And Mr. Farage should know better. He's a man with an interest in history and military affairs, and he, of all people, should be more careful with the language that he uses. And I'm sure what I've heard have just been casual remarks, and I'm sure if he thought about it, I'm sure he wouldn't intend to give that impression. But that is the impression which is given by so many people, and about illegal migrants coming across the Channel. Many of them, if they are Afghans, may well have very good reasons for coming here, may qualify to be here, and may simply have given up, waiting for the Home Office to do its job, the Foreign Office to do its job, and to honour the commitment that we made. We should be burying our heads in the sand. We should be ashamed of ourselves. 2 years on, we might as well go and spend time on that beach in Crete where Dominic Raab was. We might as well bury our heads in the sand there, because we are doing no good here. I'm so deeply ashamed of our government and of our ministers, particularly for this.